Stocking a pasture begins with evaluating available resources and determining the number of grazing days available. To do this, we first need a way to compare apples to apples with animals and forage. For this, we can compare the amount of forage an animal consumes to the amount of forage a pasture produces. We call these forage demand and forage supply.
Researchers estimate all grazing animals consume 2.6% of their body weight each day. So we just need to multiply the animal's weight by 2.6% to determine the forage demand. For example, a 1,000 pound animal consumes 26 pounds of forage each day. 1,000 pounds multiplied by 0.026. If we multiply this by 30 days, we can estimate a 1,000 pound animal consumes about 780 pounds of forage each month. If your cows average 1,500 pounds, multiply 1,500 by 0.026 to get 39 pounds of daily forage consumption. We can apply this to any kind or class of livestock, no matter the species, age, or size.
Next, forage supply. How much forage does your pasture produce annually? This amount often varies every year, so we need to determine an average. Then, based on conditions and precipitation, we can adjust the stocking rate. Now, manually clipping forage is the most accurate method for determining forage supply. However, this is not the method we recommend because it is both time and labor intensive, and just as I mentioned, production varies every single year. Instead, we use estimates from the NRCS in a free online program called the Web Soil Survey.
These estimates describe the expected annual vegetation production based on soil type and the potential plant community. How do you determine the potential plant community and whether that is what exists in your pasture? That is a great question, because if the plant communities are not similar, you may be overstocked. But don't worry, the Web Soil Survey has everything you need, including maps and descriptions of each soil type and plant community.
Next, we must account for the fact that grazing animals will not consume every pound of forage produced. We want to strengthen the health of the plant community by leaving some plant material to promote recovery and future growth. Therefore, take half, leave half is recommended. We must also account for wildlife consumption, insect damage, and any forage animals trample and spoil, which account for another 25%. What's left is a conservative livestock utilization of 25%, which can increase depending on the grazing system. To determine forage supply, multiply the estimated forage production by 0.025. Now we have animal demand and forage supply. Let's bring it all together.
To calculate grazing days, forage supply, the estimated forage production from the Web Soil Survey multiplied by 25% utilization, is divided by forage demand, animal weight multiplied by 2.6%. That is it. You now have the number of available grazing days for that pasture. This number can be divided by the number of animals to estimate how long they can graze, or divided by the number of days to determine how many animals can graze for that period.
Calculating the stocking rate is simply balancing forage supply and forage demand. However, this is only the beginning of the art and science of grassland management. There are a variety of variables that impact stocking rate annually and even monthly. Regular monitoring of weather conditions, plant growth, plant community composition, and livestock consumption are essential. To optimize forage utilization, implement a proper grazing management strategy using rotational grazing with a moderate stocking rate to provide for the long-term health of the grassland. Contact NRCS and Extension staff, who are always available for help. Resources and links are available in the description below. Thanks for watching.